for to show that the reaction is exothermic. So we will take fixed volume of water, or example, take 10 cm cube of water by the help of measuring cylinder. It's better you mention the apparatus which you are using for the experiment and transfer into beaker. Then record initial temperature by thermometer. Then add cement by spatula. The spoon which we use to transfer a solid, we call that a spatula. Then record temperature or record the final temperature. Calculate if the temperature rise, then the reaction is exo. Is it clear? So how you plan this experiment to show that when a cement powder is added to a water, the reaction is exothermic. In exothermic reaction, energy is released or given out. Next part, another experiment. Plan an investigation to show that three different types of nut. Plan an investigation to show which of three different types of nut produce the most energy. You're provided with the peanuts, Brazil nuts, and hazelnuts. So how you can plan that which nut is giving the most energy when it is burning? So for this, what we can do, we can take three different test tubes. Fill with equal amount of water. At the same starting temperature. Then take equal amount of nuts, like example, peanuts, Brazil nuts, and or equal masses of nuts and hazelnuts. Then we will burn these nuts, each of them. So when we burn, they release energy. So how we'll know which produce the most energy? How we can identify? Then we'll compare the temperature change. So the test tube which shows the greatest change in temperature, like this is the thermometer, the test tube which shows the greatest change in temperature, give an idea which nut produce the most energy, because the one which produce the most energy cause a greater change in temperature. Is it clear? So first what we will do, how we plan this experiment, take equal amount of or equal volume of water in three different test tubes. Then we will record or place equal masses of nuts peanut, Brazil nut. Then place equal mass of peanut, Brazil nut, and hazelnut under the test tube. Record initial temperature of water by thermometer. Then burn the nut. Record the final temperature. And the nuts which produce greatest change in temperature produce most energy. So this was a experiment which we planned. Is it clear? Any doubt in this experiment? How we plan an experiment? This is a paper 6 question, alternative to practical, in which you have to plan experiments to show that there's a change or the reaction is exothermic when you're burning, and which reaction produces the highest amount of energy. Any doubt in this? Okay, the last one is also a similar experiment. Uh, this is the last thing for today's class. So I want everyone to answer this question and send your answers on the group. The question is, diesel is a liquid fuel obtained from crude oil, and biodiesel is made from oil obtained from seeds of a plant such as sunflower. So the question is, using that apparatus below, plan an experiment to investigate which of the two fuel produce the most energy. What is the apparatus? The apparatus, the same apparatus, you have a test tube and you have a spirit burner, means the burner in which you can put a fuel, and you have a thermometer. This is the apparatus available. You want to identify which one produced the most energy. Copy the question and send your answers on the group. Everyone should participate and send the answers. It's a similar experiment. Just now I discussed with you. So this is the end of this session, and send your answers on the group.